Stitch, sip, and socialize. You're invited to dive into a world of thread, laughter, and endless inspiration.
A Myrtle Beach business is calling all beginner and expert knitters to attend their Stitch and Sip event. ABC 15's Amanda Kinseth is live at Yarnloft in the Market Common for us this morning. Now, Amanda, we hear they're looking to bring the knitting and crochet community together.
Yes, oh my gosh, and I am so excited to be here actually because I've never been here before, and first times to places are, well, here it's beautiful. Just look around.
Thank you. Thank
you.
Look
at everything you have, yeah. So tell me about all of this.
Okay, so Yarnloft has a niche. We only sell organic yarn, sustainable yarns, because there are many yarns that are made with different products such as cashmere and silk and cotton, all wonderful for the earth, puts back to the earth. When you wash it, it doesn't go into the water like acrylics do because they have plastics in them. So we keep a big array of organic and sustainable yarns.
Oh, wow.
And some of these are really interesting. Let me let you touch one. This is camel and merino. Merino is a type of wool.
Did you say camel?
Camel.
Camel.
Camel. Doesn't it feel beautiful? They're so soft, right?
My mind is blown.
Yeah.
I don't know much about
It's
yarn.
not like it was 30 years ago. Knitting is kind of an art now. This right here is one of my favorites, and also my favorite company, Madeline Tosh. This is pashmina. I don't know if you've heard of those.
I have heard of pashmina.
Okay, so that's a cashmere and a silk also.
It feels so nice.
Feels gorgeous, right?
Wow, and I'm so excited too because you're going to teach me how to do stuff with the yarn this morning, and we'll talk about how people can get on your little socialization event that you have coming up. And I just touched a camel.
Alrighty, thank you so much, Amanda. Stitch and Sip takes place around the corner at Tidal Creek Brew House next Tuesday from 6 to 8.
And if you can't make this one, no worries, because Yarnloft is hoping to make this a bi-monthly event. Whether you're a knitting newbie or a crochet protege, there is something for you.
A Myrtle Beach business wants to help inspire your craft making. ABC 15's Amanda Kinseth is live at the Yarnloft in Market Common talking about a new Sip and Stitch event that they have in the works.
Yeah, that is coming up at the brewery, and in fact, we are sipping and stitching this morning, but we've got our coffee here. And so talk about, because I am learning, this is a whole new world for me, so I am learning some fun stuff about knitting and crocheting.
Right, so these are knitting needles. This is a crochet needle. So the difference is the fabric that comes out of it is that crocheting gives you a thicker fabric, beautiful like for Afghans or scarves or even hats.
Right.
Knitting has more of a delicate tone to it. You'll get a sweater like this. You get baby booties. You could also crochet baby booties, but many of the flatter garments are made by knitting. Like your sweater is knitted.
Right, and I am blown away because, you know, I thought knitting needles were like this long. You're like, yeah, no, we don't use those anymore.
We don't use, most people don't use the sticks anymore because they're kind of uncomfortable and clumsy, but we all kind of we have our favorite sets that we use. This is a Denise set. It's plastic, but some people use chalgu, they're steel, they come in bamboo. There are many different types of knitting needle sets, and they're called interchangeable because you buy your set and then they come with cables, and then you just change as you need to.
Yeah, what I think is so cool is it keeps it on there nice and neat so you don't have to worry. You can stop and start.
Right.
And if you want to look around too, there are so many, gosh, you've got so much yarn and stuff here. And we'll talk about the Sip and Stitch coming up in the next hour. But I do want to mention, as your husband will attest, it's just like a social hour here on a regular basis because everybody comes in.
It becomes very social.
Knits and crochets together. I love it. And I can't wait to learn how to do this.
Stitch, sip, and socialize. You're invited to dive into a world of thread, laughter, and endless inspiration.
A Myrtle Beach business is calling all beginner and expert knitters to attend their Stitch and Sip event. ABC 15's Amanda Kinseth is live at the Yarnloft in the Market Common this morning. Now, Amanda, we hear they're looking to bring the knitting and crocheting community together.
Yes, absolutely. People are invited out to the Sip and Stitch at Tidal Creek. You'll be hosting a little thing out there. And
Next Tuesday?
Yeah, kind of opening it up and showing people how to do this.
What we're going to do is we're having little workshops, fixing mistakes. Two of my customers are going to show an app that they have now that actually calculates your stitches for you, the yarns you use.
Wow.
It's really incredible. I don't know how to use it yet, but they're going to show us how to use that. And then we're going to have a show and tell because people do such beautiful work, so we want them to, show it to other people, inspire them, and maybe other people may want to do similar things.
Right.
So when one of my customers, Mary Beth, she made this, she brought this in, and it's received so much attention. People just love it and they want to try it. So we did do some workshops, but we tried it with, I don't know if you can see over here, these little cows, so that they started small, but they learned the basic idea of short rows and the idea of working one side and then going to the other side and working that. And then if they wanted to, they can continue and just make this beautiful shawl.
I love that. It is very inspiring, and I love the fact that you have your customers, have their stuff showcased in your shop. You'll be starting some workshops and classes here next month, and I'm still working on my first stitch there,
come around. So yeah, the way the style I'm showing you is called throwing. There you go. You did pretty good so far.
I've done several.
Yeah.
I'll get there.
It's hard.
I'll get there eventually.
You will.
I have nothing to say.
That's what this is all about, though.
Sew a button.
You get to bust your chops and get it until it's perfect.
My mom would love if I attended this class.
Yeah.
Thank you, Amanda. Stitch and Sip takes place around the corner at Tidal Creek Brew House next Tuesday from 6 to 8.
And if you can't make this one, no worries. Yarnloft is hoping to make this a bi-monthly event. Whether you're a knitting newbie or a crochet protege, there's something for you.
A Myrtle Beach business wants to help inspire your craft making. ABC 15's Amanda Kinseth is live at the Yarnloft in Market Common talking about a new Sip and Stitch event they have in the works.
We're kicking off your Sip and Stitch at Tidal Creek Brewery, and it'll be an ongoing thing.
We have a March date so far, and I'm looking forward to doing at least 2 more for the rest of the year.
And you'll be doing some stuff here too. And this morning you were teaching me. So this is a hot, popular thing now.
Yeah, people have been requesting the scrubby. So it's basically a circle that you just keep increasing on, and then in the end we're going to fold it up and make it into kind of like a ball with maybe a flowery kind of effect to it. But all you're doing is crocheting in each stitch, but you're duplicating, so you're doing 2 in 1 stitch, and that's what gives it that ruffly effect.
And talk about just the therapeutic aspect of knitting and crocheting.
They always say the clicking of the sticks for knitting is almost like a meditation. You'll see a lot of people, especially in like a chemo center or even in hospital waiting rooms, they bring their knitting. I know I did.
Right.
So my husband was sick. We were at MUSC for 4 or 5 times. The therapeutic nature of knitting for me is kind of a meditation. So it calms me down, it settles me, I focus on the knitting, and for that time your problems kind of leave you, So I recommend it. And years ago I volunteered at a chemo center in Brooklyn at a hospital called Methodist Hospital, and we did crocheting with some of the patients.
I love that. That's so good. It is so good for your brain to be hyper-focused on something. Whether or not it turns out lovely, it's about the process.
Absolutely. Thank you, Amanda. Stitch and Sip takes place around the corner at Tidal Creek Brew House next Tuesday from 6 to 8.
And if you can't make this one, no worries, because Yarnloft is hoping to make this a bi-monthly event.